My name is Tracy Sailhammer, and I am the marketing coordinator for Climate by Design International in Owatonna, Minnesota. I never thought I'd work for a company that was a manufacturing company. My dad worked for John Deere for 38 years in a factory. The only time I was ever in that building was during his retirement party, and it was dark, it was dirty, it was musty, it smelled. And I never really saw myself in a position to do anything like that. Back when I was growing up, I had in my mind the idea of Henry Ford's Model A assembly line, where you just stood in one place and put something over and over and over again, very repetitive. But when I started here, I got to know a lot of production people. And the biggest thing that I found out is that never the same day twice. It's never the same activity from morning to afternoon. They come from just raw steel. We bring in raw steel at one end, and then our fabricators take it and they bend and cut and punch that raw steel into the shapes and the forms and everything else we need. And then we have our assemblers that take those raw pieces that have been bent and shaped and formed, and they put it together according to a plan. These people that think that they just do the same thing every day are looking at blueprints. Is one of the things that makes me really love working here. Raw steel comes in one, they bend it, form it, shape it, cut it. Assemblers put it together according to a set of plans. They put the rotor in there, it's a desiccant wheel, and then it gets moved over to electrical assembly where the wiring is all put together, and then we bring it over to the test bay. Everything that comes out of here is tested by our own people. We make sure it is 100% ready to go to our customer specifications and our specifications, and then we send it off to them. Tom tries to get to know everyone by name. Tom loves to go out on the floor and talk with people, find out not how just things are going with the business, but how things are going in their personal life. Being a family business has its advantages. When I first started here, my father unfortunately passed away about a month and a half as I was here, and it wasn't, hey, you only have a couple days off for the funeral. It is, what do you need? Take as much time as you want. Is there anything we can do to support you? And when I got back, my office mates had given me a very beautiful set of wind chimes that really helped me remember how much CDI cares for their people. And it's hard to say that any other place that I would have worked at would have done that for me. I was just a name, I was just a number, I was just a cog in the machine. But here, when somebody has an issue, personally or professionally, they go out of their way to help you and support you. I was startled to find out that one coworker had donated a kidney to another coworker. That's amazing. One of the things that I never expected to be at a business that said, what is your passion? Is that your passion? Is that what you want to do? Because if it is, we can probably work that into what you do here. I spoke earlier today with a person that we had that came through our youth skills training program. YST was a partnership between the Department of Labor and Industry, our local high school, and some manufacturers in this area. And what it does, in Minnesota, unless you're 18 years old, you can't work in a production facility. But with this program with the Department of Labor and Industry, they allowed students who were 16 and 17 to go through OSHA training, to learn about the tools, to learn about the job, to learn about safety, and then start working with a local company to find out if this is what they want to do with their lives, to find out if this is where they want to be. And the person I talked to earlier started here when they were 16, started out in our assembly department. We had a whole batch of YST students come in. They built a unit all by themselves under the direction of some of our more seasoned professionals. And after they did that, they knew that they had a place here. They had a part in this. They were so proud of the unit they had built. We run a game tournament every year where we do ladder golf and beanbag toss, and it's one of the highlights of the year. People love it. They get teamed up with someone they don't necessarily know. Their skill levels are different, but it gives them an opportunity to learn outside of their work group. This morning we had an electrical assembler work with one of our drafters playing beanbag toss. And it was fun to watch the interplay with them. We do all of these events together to make sure there's no separation between the people in production and the people in the offices. One of the best things that I saw that we did is, as this building was in process of being completed last year, we brought all of our team here for Thanksgiving. We all sat down together. We had an opportunity just to learn about what's going on, about the progress what's happening, and it really was an opportunity for Tom and Sue to thank everyone for growing with us, for building with us, and for looking towards the future. When CDI says they want to be the employer of choice in Minnesota, that's true. They want people to work here that love what they do and they do what they love. We want to be known as the company that everyone aspires to get to work for and to live their best life.